Uber did the Uber puppies. You call them, and they'll come to you. And you get, for 30 minutes, you play with some puppies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you can adopt them if you want, but otherwise they just leave. This is good news. We just found an exclusive photo of the exact torture that the CIA has been doing in Guantanamo Bay. Especially heartbreaking this time of year. See the elf treated like that. So there's a hashtag going around Sydney right now and all around the world, and it's a very nice sentiment. You know, Muslims in Sydney are concerned about an anti-Muslim backlash. People started tweeting hashtag, I'll ride with you. You know, like, I'll ride with you, I'll protect you from any trouble that may happen on the bus or something like that. So very nice in a time of distress like this, very good. But I think we need to be careful in the future, after all this is over, which it is now, of this one-way multiculturalism. As Mark Stein points out, Minneapolis, city officials took part in Hijab Day, where they all wore a Muslim hijab. All the city officials did. All the female council members and the police chief, who happens to be a lesbian married to one of her sergeants. They all said this is a beautiful moment of cross-cultural sharing. That's nice. Quick question. When is Pride Day at the local mosque? Because I tell you, that same police chief, if she were really a Muslim, not just for a day, might have her head cut off for being a Muslim, and certainly if she were not wearing her hijab, like Noor Amalek and Ayasiya Hassan, two women who were killed, Noor by her father and Ayasi from her husband for not wearing their hijab. So cross-cultural sharing, very nice, very beautiful sentiment, but I'd like to see that become a little more of a two-way street. We actually talked a lot more about this at length on our radio show this morning. Where can they click, Miles? Can you like put something, can you put like a box here and they can click it?
Right around here.
So we did like, right over Miles' ugly mug, and we spent like 10 minutes talking about this in greater detail. So please click that if you want to know a little more. All right, so a smart story of the day. Uber under criticism for jacking up their prices during this crisis in downtown Sydney to $100 a ride minimum. Quick economic lesson 101. Prices are a signal. Prices send a signal to consumers and suppliers. In this case right here, the high price sends a signal to potential Uber drivers saying, hey, there's extremely high demand over here. Get in your car and pick people up. It's a dangerous time too, right? Like Uber drivers may be reluctant to pick people up. When Uber raised their prices, that means more drivers would be willing to pick people up and get them the heck out of there. The price increase was not to hurt consumers or take advantage of consumers. Uber raised the prices to help consumers get home. Increasing the price sent a signal to suppliers to increase the supply. For instance, Miles is an Uber driver.
$20? I'm not going there. It's a hostage situation.
So Uber comes in and says, okay, minimum ride $100. That sends a signal to Uber drivers all across Sydney, like this signal to Miles.
$100? Heck yeah, let's go.
Step on it, mate. Act like a kangaroo and hop out of here. Or whatever Australians say, I'm not sure. Let's go! And that's how Uber raising prices helps people.
Where do you want to go now? You want to go anywhere?
All right, feel-good story. Helen Johnson, she lives in Alabama. She's on welfare, taking care of her grandchildren, 2 grandchildren. Her welfare check got lost in the mail, and she was 50 cents short of being able to buy a carton of eggs. So she stuffed it under her jacket. Well, the eggs broke, and the store employees caught her, called police. Officer Stacy arrived, threw her on the ground, started tasering her right in the head.
What?
Like in the movie with the Hangover. Like, right in the head. Unbelievable. Oh. Okay. Sorry, that's not what happened. The woman started crying, saying, I need help, officer. I need your help. I need to put food in my baby's stomachs. He said, okay, pull your car around here. The officer went in, bought a few cartons of eggs with his own money, came out and gave it to Helen. Someone just passing by happened to get the exchange on video. Now, not only that, but the police department took up a collection and delivered 2 truckloads of food to her apartment. Here's Helen. I've never been more grateful in my life. I'm so overwhelmed with the goodness of these people. My heart is wide open right now. That certainly breaks the narrative of the evil, corrupt, racist police officer, huh? And that's probably why you're not going to hear much about Helen and Officer Stacy. Even though I'm fairly certain that that defines 99.9% of police officers. PSA of the day! PSA of the day!
Fellas at the club.
Yeah, a bunch of fellas.
Disco. Okay.
Fellas, how old is this fella?
He's an older gentleman. He's got that push it, you know.
Look at those pants.
Push it. He's got the pants high. Look at these moves, though.
Not bad. Good start.
Look at him.
That's good.
There's one part coming up here. Ooh, you see them naked? There's some hip thrusting coming up. Look at that. Whoa!
Whoa! Look at like leaning into it like that. Whoa! Look at the woman. She can't handle herself. Yeah, see, if I could dance, I would. Or if I could do that, I'd be out there all the time. That's the thing. But if I was that guy, I'd do that all day.
Yeah, at our holiday party.
I've been doing it right now. Sorry to subject you to those dancing moves. Last week's video right here. Liberty Tree app right here. Free app for your smartphone.
Cheryl Atkinson.
Cheryl Atkinson. Some people said that was the best interview with her they've heard because I tried to ask questions that no one else has asked. I've asked, got her off talking points, and told some really great stories about this alternate reality that the media and other people are feeding us, and she was on the inside, so it gave us some really good insight. You can check that out. Still out of breath. I'm out of breath from dancing now. Gosh, I'm out of shape. All that underneath the Liberty Tree right now.